Now, did you hear the Remy Ma diss record?
Yes, I did. I did hear it. I mean, I went off the what is it, the railroad or something like that?
Schultz is going to
Schultz. I went off the
Schultz.
tracks. I'm going to Schultz. Listen, I don't know anything about music. We all know this. But I have opinions about things that surround music. So I went off the radar a little bit, and I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. I went out and I did a little research, and it seemed to me that Remy, from what I researched, that Remy had been baiting Nicki into a battle. And Charlemagne, you texted me and said that I was wrong about this, and you gave me the whole backstory. But I had read and then listened to, Remy had some song, or she was on some song with Fresha, a remix of I Want You or something like that, where she dropped a couple bars about Nicki. And Nicki was responding to that, and then Remy responded to Nicki. I even looked up some shit from Remy in an interview where she was saying that she doesn't go at other girls just for fame. She doesn't believe in bringing down women so that she can come up. That makes no sense. So I tweeted out things of that nature, and shit that I get ripped about it. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with see, this is the thing. Remy and Nicki, it's hard to tell when people are really going at each other, only because, especially in the female space, it's really nobody on top except for Nicki. So anytime you hear a girl or a woman rapping and they're being competitive and saying her and this person and that, like, you just automatically assume it's about Nicki. I'll tell you a conversation that I had. Well, first of all, we had Remy on the Breakfast Club a couple weeks ago, and we asked her, we said, do you ever get tired of whenever you rap and you say something in a competitive way about, any hypothetical female rapper, people automatically assume it's Nicki. And Remy goes, look, Remy, and this is how Remy has always been. Remy said, look, y'all know that if I got a problem with somebody, I say their name.
Yes.
Period.
I saw that.
Like, I say their name. Now, Nicki had actually reached out about that situation, and I said to her, and I think Envy said to her too as well, like, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think Remy has an issue with you. I don't look at it as an actual beef. I just think it's like competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the person that's on top. You're the queen, right? You're the queen right now. So people are going to throw rocks at the throne. Like, I just look at it as a competitive thing. Like, I didn't look at it as, they got an actual beef. But then Nicki comes with these bars over the Gucci Man Make Love record, and they're like, she's coming at Remy. Like you could tell, like, these are bars aimed at Remy Ma. So in my mind, I'm like, why would she do that? Now you've given Remy the green light, and Remy took it and ran with it. And for all you motherfuckers out there that's saying that this record is subpar, y'all don't listen to lyrics. Because Remy is saying some shit on that record that is just hard body. When she said, you can't get online without Safari. When she said, when she said, you always talking about your foreigns, and she always talking about your foreigns, and she said, your foreigns and your whips, why you ain't help your brother hide his come from forensics? You probably overseas somewhere, forensic. They told you could fuck with Rim, but by far Rim sick. Like, oh my God, man. It's like, it was bad. It was all the way bad. And Nicki Minaj has yet to respond, and she's probably not going to respond. And being that she's not going to respond, I hope that her pop fans really hold her down, because we have no reason to, like, respect what she does in that hip hop space no more.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I saw that clip that you posted about Remy saying that she'll go at people specifically by name. I also saw another interview, because I did do a little research before I was tweeting this thing out that everybody got so upset about. And Remy said in the interview, she said that she reached out to Nicki when she got out, or Nicki called her, rather. Nicki called her to congratulate her for getting out of prison.
Which is something you should never congratulate a person for, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Congrats, you made it. What'd I make it?
What'd you make? Like, okay, hey, I think happy to see you would be suffice.
There you go.
I'm happy you're out. But I don't think you should say, hey, congratulations. Like, no, I'm happy you're home is more would suffice more.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, Remy said, hey, listen, I'm going to be writing raps that say that I'm the best. And people are going to try to pit us against each other. Just know I got no problem with you. I fuck with you. I think you're cool. I think it's great that we should go and both try to be the best. It was really interesting to hear her talk so candidly about it. She basically said what you just said, which is, hey, we're supposed to say we're the best. That's what we do in this game. But I have nothing specifically wrong with you, to Nicki. She said that to Nicki, and Nicki still went at her. Now, when we were talking on the phone, you said to me that you think Nicki baited Remy.
Yeah, I do.
Because you think Nicki needs this more than Remy. Because my initial reaction was, okay, I saw this and I go, okay, Remy Ma and Fat Joe's Plata Plomo flopped. I think it only did 8,000 streams or some shit or copies in the first.
Yeah, but they kind of they're pretty good because all the way up went double platinum and that other record Cooking went gold. So it's
sure. I'm not saying they didn't have hits. I'm saying I thought this was a response to lack of interest in the album. She's like, okay, how do I get interest in the album? What I'll do is do a diss song of Nicki. That's going to get tons of heat. I mean, in the same way, it's Trump got popularity. It's like it's way easier to get popularity when you're criticizing people, right? It's way easier to get interest when you have an enemy, and we've seen rappers do this throughout history. So I thought it was just her trying to get some interest or revenue for the album. That's what I thought it was. You flipped it on me, and tell them basically what you told me.
Well, no, it definitely wasn't her garnering attention for the album. It's the fact that, they both have thought that they've been throwing subliminals at each other for years. When Remy came on the Breakfast Club and said she would say Nicki's name if she had a problem, to me, that should have been it. Like, it should have been done right there. But Nicki decided to go in the booth and, throw balls at her on the Make Love record. So when she did that, Remy jumped all over her. And the reason I say I feel like Nicki needs this, if I listen to the Jason Derulo record, I didn't really like the Gucci Mane verse too much, but it was okay. But I liked the verse on Jason Derulo, but I heard a different hunger in both of those verses, right? So being that I heard a different hunger in both of those verses, I just felt like the competition of somebody like a Remy Ma, because Remy Ma is somebody that Nicki looked up to growing up. Remy is from New York City, like Nicki's from New York. So she'll steel sharpen steel. So I just thought that she was coming with some bars, and it was kind of raising her competitive nature, so to speak. So it's just like all Remy was doing, she wasn't like retaliating because she was trying to get her record sales up. She was retaliating because Nicki really did throw shots at her, and Remy is an MC, and that's what MCs do. You challenge me, I'm going to jump on your ass. And that's why it's so disappointing to see Nicki not respond yet, because Nicki, you just came at her on the Make Love thing. But now that she done gave you 7 minutes of shEther, you know what I'm saying? Now you got now you done tucked your tail between your legs, and you want to act like you're so much bigger than a rap battle, than a rap beef. Like, and for all you.
Is that what she said? Did she say that she was bigger than the rap beef?
Man, I mean, she's kind.
Has anybody spoken to her and gotten a reaction?
She tweeted me and told me that I was phony and I was fake. And she texted me, and the reason she texted me was because we had been talking throughout the day that day, and then we was actually talking about Remy and a issue. Is there an issue? I honestly thought it wasn't an issue, even though I knew Nicki had threw some subliminals at her on the Make Love, or not so subliminals. I just didn't think it was going to be an issue. And then when the record came out, I literally texted Nicki, because we literally had been talking a couple hours prior. I texted and I was like, "Hey, you were right." You know what I'm saying? Right. And then she got mad at me and called me phony because I tweeted out, Remy Martin is so disrespectful. Like,
why is that phony?
Why is that phony? Like, this is what I hate. Like, and even all her stands, because she's got the worst fucking stands online, those goddamn bobs. Like, they don't know how to be objective. And this is my problem with any stand. You can still be a fan of a person and still critique that person. Like, this isn't the first time me and Nicki have had issues on for and it's not even really an issue, but she got mad at me when I said Anaconda was whack. She got mad at me when Iggy Azalea was red hot and Fancy had been #1 for 7 weeks and the BET Awards came, and I said Iggy should win Best Female Rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Last year I said Remy should win Best Female Rapper. Like, you can't get upset when somebody has a different opinion of you, especially if you know that person rocks with you. Now, she called me fake for that, and she also gets upset when like things.
I don't understand what's fake about it. You can be upset that you're being criticized. You could be. I mean, clearly Nicki's a sensitive person. A lot of artists are sensitive, but I don't understand what's fake. Were you telling? Fake would imply you are telling to her face that Anaconda was a great song, and then going on your radio show and saying that it was trash.
Absolutely.
I don't think you ever misled her.
Like, you can't think I'm fake because I tweet out Remy Ma so disrespectful. First of all, I fuck with Remy Ma and I fuck with Nicki for different reasons. Yeah. Like, I knew Remy came to Summerton, South Carolina. It was a club called New Vibe. Salute to everybody in Summerton, South Carolina. My man Swan, my man Cheese. This was 2007, maybe? Or maybe 2008. It might have been 2007, 2008. It was right before she had to go into jail. But she came to Summerton, South Carolina for the low. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the low back then. Like, it was a great number, and it was a great party. That's when she had the record Fresh out, Fresh, Fresh. And I just always have fucked with her because she was riding around with me and Wax in the motherfucking Yukon. She had her feet kicked up, blowing weed, talking shit. Remy has always been Remy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Remy you hear on the records is the Remy you meet in real life. The Remy that, like, Remy's one of the few people I've known that has gone and done a long jail bid and came out basically the same person. You know what I mean? Because jail changes you. Jail's like jail's like going to war. Like that's why that Khalif Browder story is so real, because he ended up killing himself because he couldn't take what he saw in that motherfucker. Like, Remy came home and it's like she's still her. So I always rock with Remy because of that. I rock with Nicki because, you know, before Nicki was popping, I used to be on Wendy Williams' show shouting out Nicki Minaj, saying how dope she was, and then she started the bubble, and like I just always showed her love, and then she put me on her second album. I interviewed her for her second album. So it's like I appreciate people who have done things for me like that, but I can't be your friend. And this is what I always tell y'all: you got to be of the industry or of the people. We can't be so-called friends or so-called associates, and you're upset every time I give an objective opinion about you that you don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying you're a dope artist, but I say I don't like your record, you can't get mad. If I say you're a dope artist, but you know, you weren't out this year, and this other girl has been out here bubbling, she should win the BET Award for Best Female Artist. You shouldn't get mad at that. If I tweet out Remy Ma is so disrespectful, did you not hear the record, Nicki? Yeah. Did you not think the record was disrespectful? It was, in a good way. You know, I mean, for us fans, but for you, it probably was disrespectful in I hate all of y'all who are laughing at me record. Don't get mad at the people who are laughing at you. Get mad at the person telling the jokes.
I think it's kind of flattering, to be honest, that she cares so much about your opinion.
It's not just my opinion. Yes. It's not just my opinion, though. She reaches out.
It doesn't matter if it's not just yours, but I'm saying she really, really cares about your opinion. She values it, and her self-esteem is on some level dependent on it. I doubt she cares about the opinion of some random person who tweets her, but she definitely cares about your opinion, and she's so tuned to it. She's so in tune with it that she tends to, in some way, hear or listen to every negative thing that you say about her. Yeah. Nothing goes through the cracks.
Yeah, and what kills me is, like, we talked about these stands. Like, these stands will say things like, Charlemagne, you was just dick riding Nicki, and you know now you flip flopping. First of all, when you show somebody love, it's not dick riding, and when you have an opinion that's not flattering towards that artist, it's not hating or flip flopping. You know, and somebody asked me the other day, so what you gonna do if Nicki comes with some heat? I'm gonna get on the motherfucking radio and say Nicki came with some heat.
Yeah, it's not war. It's not the U.S. versus Russia.
No.
Okay? It's not like we pick a side no matter what. What you do is you be an objective fan of hip-hop in this situation. If somebody comes with a funnier song or a better song or a more, vile song, then you showcase that. It's not that big a deal. You don't have to stand by Nicki no matter what. If Nicki does shitty music, then she just did shitty music. If Remy does shitty music, she did shitty music. I don't get this allegiance shit that we have to play.
Get it.
Is Nicki paying your bills?
Exactly.
Is Nicki taking care of you?
Don't be
Is Nicki showing up and picking your kids up at school when you can't come?
Absolutely.
No, she's not. She's making you pay for her music. Well, then fuck it. You get to have an opinion. It's really not that serious.
Don't be a dick riding stan. Being an objective fan. And I think some of y'all just don't really know how to be objective fans. Y'all think it's all or nothing, which is the dumbest shit in the world to me. If Nicki comes out with a dope record and it's a dope reply, I'm gonna give her props. And the main reason I give Drake props, and this is what kills me about rappers like Nicki, because Nicki is from New York. Nicki is from New York motherfucking city. She's from Queens, okay? Queens and the Bronx have had classic battles. MC Shan, KRS-One. Nicki Minaj, you let MC Shan down, all right? You let Nas down. You let Ja Rule down. You let LL Cool J down. You let anybody from Queens who's ever been in a rap battle down. Ja Rule may have lost his battle, but he at least sparred.
He was swinging.
Okay?
He was swinging.
And let's not act like 50's not from Queens. 50 ain't never backed down from no battle.
Oh my God!
So I'm saying all this to say, if you're a rapper, right, and you call yourself the queen of rap, because that's what Remy did. Remy said I'm the queen of rap. She ain't say I'm the queen of Instagram. She ain't say I'm the queen of Twitter. She didn't say I'm the queen of record sales. She said I'm the queen of rap. The only way to beat the queen of rap is with bars. You have not done that, Nicki. In fact, you actually went out. You went out. Now you didn't go out kind of. You went out like a sucker.
I mean, is she not going to come back? She could still come back.
I mean, it's been a week.
Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what her schedule is right now, but she could be filming a movie that we don't know about. But she could still come back. I think to act as if she has made a declarative decision to not respond is maybe a little bit premature.
You might be right.
I just, I think it'd be cool if she responds. I'm all for this engaging rap beef. Now that I know it's genuine, it's not just for record sales. I don't like the fake, inorganic rap beef just to get record sales. Like when Game went at, who'd he go at? What was it? When Game went at Meek, because everybody was going at Meek, but he also conveniently had an album coming out around the same time. It's like, all right, dog, come on. We know what you're doing.
You don't talk about somebody's brother being a pedophile if you're not serious about this rap beef thing. Okay? And this is why I gotta salute Drake. And I told y'all this before, and I tell y'all again. When Drake got challenged, he responded.
He came
with
through.
Bars.
He responded.
That's it. He replied with bars. I saw Issa Rae tweet out, Nicki, don't meek this up. It looks like it looks like you've meeked this up.
I mean, Meek responded at least.
He did
respond.
Was trash. His response was whack, but he responded. Now you're right. He did. He responded, but it was whack. But he took so long because by the time Meek responded, Drake already had hit him twice.
Right. But he did respond. I mean, and to be honest, Meek kept swinging, and then he put out a dope album, and now he didn't look. I'm saying he obviously got knocked down a couple pegs, but he's still in the game. It's not like he's Ja ruled and out of the game. Like DC4 put him back in the game, and he's respectable.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Nicki's got to put something. She's got to address it in some way, shape, or form. She can't just go, "I'm rich, you're not." I win.
Wackest comeback ever is I sell more records than you. I make more money than you. Who gives a fuck? What that got to do with these skills, though? You know what I'm saying? What that got to do with these motherfucking bars, Nicki? So yeah.
Now here's a greater rap beef question. Does this cement that Nas had the better diss track in the Nas Jay-Z beef because she called the song shEther, not She Super Ugly?
Shake over.
Exactly. Chic over. All I'm saying, I've always thought Nas beat Jay-Z in that rap beef just because ether is now a term used when you have a song that kills somebody.
Yeah,
or not even a song or anything, or just a diss on the street. Yo, he ethered that dude.
Absolutely, ether became a verb. You know what I'm saying?
It became a verb afterwards.
It became a verb.
You changed the word.
Are an adjective, are a noun. I don't know what the fuck which one it was. I think it's a verb.
Come on now. We went to public school. It don't matter.
But nah, I see. I always like Takeover better. And the reason I like Takeover better is because Jay-Z was more, it seems like, accurate with his depiction of Nas. Like he was saying things that were actually true. Like, you know who I paid, God, Searchlight Publishing, and you ain't get a coin, nigga. You was getting fucked in. You went from top 10 to not mentioned at all. To your bodyguards, Uchi Wally verse better than yours. Like a lot of that stuff is like accurate. Like Yeah, that's how everybody was feeling at the time towards Nas. At that time, Nas had just dropped Notre Dame, so when Jay-Z said, you got one hot album every 10-year average. Like, that's like, yo, he was saying some real shit. Nas came and everybody felt the anger. They felt the aggression. Nas's diss was very Tupac-like, and the fact that it wasn't the most eloquent with the lyrics, but it was a energy that you felt. But it was like
you know what I'm realizing now is that I'm realizing that people who are really in tune with the hip hop world, industry people and big true hip hop fans, tend to like Takeover more, and I think it's because you are more informed about what Jay-Z was talking about, whereas Nas's Ether was more generic.
It was generic.
Anybody could listen to that song and apply a lot of those disses to anybody.
Listen,
right?
I wish we had a throwback Thursday. I wish we had a throwback Thursday to where, like right now, we acted like this was happening in real time. Can you imagine the memes from Ether?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all rock hoes. We rock hoes. Y'all rock fellas.
Come on, man. Dick sucking lips
of all
with whiskers like a rat. You know what I mean? Imagine Jay-Z with the whisker means. Come on, man.
You Tybo ho. That shit is hilarious.
Come on, man.
Tybo ho. So we got to make a meme of that.
You 36 in a karate class? Like, man, like the memes for Ether would have been crazy, but I still maintain that Takeover was the better diss record. But I mean, and that's why I like Remy Ma shEther, because Remy Ma, she don't sound angry on that record. It's just that the beat is ferocious, and she's just that's how Remy Ma sounds. Are you dumb? You wore you wore a fried chicken diamond pink chain. Are you dumb? Like, that's how Remy talks. You'll be having a conversation with Remy and say something she don't agree with. She'll be like, "Are you dumb?"
I love it.
So I just